Hi there, welcome back to the DutchRC channel. And today I have a few tips / tricks for this HobbyKing complete FPV set. You probably know, or maybe not, that I received this complete FPV set yesterday, so I got to building the thing. And there are a few things that struck me as things that I could let you know to help you along in your build. And should I begin with a positive or a negative thing? Well, let's get the negative thing out of the way first. I had a receiver that sometimes would start up and sometimes it would not start up, and let me show you, it now starts up just fine. There we go. And maybe you can see some flickering of the screen. Everything starts up just fine, but let me disconnect it again. This connector here was not soldered on or soldered on correctly, so this had a bad connection. Sometimes the receiver would start and then shut down again, so wasn't reliable. So I had to desolder this, and of course I will have to put some shrink wrap or plastic dip on that now, but now it works. So if for any reason you also have a receiver that is not functioning reliably, you might want to have a look at those solder connections. Alright, that was the negative thing so far. The next thing, once you've glued the two halves of the headgear together, you're supposed to cut some slots for the head band and strap, slide it in, and then screw them, the parts that you put into the glasses, screw them to the sides. You can probably see the screws here and here. That didn't really strike me as very reliable either. I could see the screws ripping through the head strap. So what I did was I put a bead of hot glue on the end of the strap, folded it over, put another bead of hot glue on it, and folded it over again. So the piece that you can see here is now 3 layers thick with hot glue in between. And hot glue is basically plastic, so now the screws have a much better grip on the head strap this way. And of course the folding over prevents it from ripping out if the screws fail. Okay, and you might have noticed that my head strap looks completely different from standard, and it is. Now this monitor headgear mount thing is not super light, and the monitor is in the front of it, so that makes all the weight come down on your nose. And if that isn't bad enough, you have to figure out where to mount your video receiver. You could put it on here, of course, and you have to mount your LiPo that powers the receiver and the monitor. And what I thought was, no, I don't want to have this receiver on my goggles to weight it up even more. So I've made a headband that goes over the top of my head, that picks up a little bit of the weight of the goggles themselves. And here's a piece of Velcro there's a piece of Velcro. I can put my receiver on the top of my head. Looks stupid, of course, but it takes the weight off of the glasses, head mount thing, and as a bonus it puts your receiver at the highest point on your head. It's on the top of your head. I also made this strap, as you can see, there's a piece of Velcro over here, so I can adjust the length of this strap. And on the side here there's another piece of Velcro that I can put my LiPo on. So that gets rid of all the extra weight on the glasses. And well, that's it for now. Hope that helps you out. Thanks for watching, of course, and see you back in another video. Bye bye.